Hey all dear students, welcome back to my channel. Today I have brought a video on TYBSCIT GIS Practical starting with Practical 1. So it is on creating and managing the vector data. In this practical we are going to see how we can add different vector layers, how we can set the properties and do the formatting, and how we can calculate the line lengths and statistics of our Indian railway map.
I have opened my Quantum GIS software. Now I just click on the layer tab and create shapefile. Here I am just checking that which location is selected by default and where are all my files going to be saved. Please ensure this because if it is not proper, you are not going to be able to create the vector layers. So yes, I am okay with it. I create a vector layer called as Banduk 2 and I will save it. Now I select the geometric type as polygon because I just want an area for my Banduk. So I will just select a rectangular area and in that I will go on adding the things. Now you can add a new field called as name because whatever we are adding, we want to show the name of it on our map. So I add the name field and then I will click add to the field list. So you see ID and name are appearing and then I click on OK. So at the left hand side, you will be able to see Banduk 2. That's a area that I have created, and upon that I am going to add different vector layers. So you see at the starting there's a toggle editing button. You click on it and then you can see add polygon feature. So you click on add polygon feature and you will be able to draw the polygon. You can see a cursor like this. So we'll just click and then drag to whatever shape we require. Now this is coming as triangle. I don't want a triangle. I just make it a rectangular shape. This is perfect with me. I will just right click now and end up the dragging because if you don't right click, you will be just going on extending the shape and all. So I don't want to do that. This is good for me. I just right click it and then I am going to get a pop-up for entering the ID and the name. So I have got that pop-up. I will enter the ID. You can enter any ID as you wish. If lot of big maps are there, we have to enter the ID very wisely. But here it's okay if I enter one and I will just write Banduk area. A Banduk map I will write and then I will click on OK button. So this is the area that I have got. On this I will add some playground, garden, buildings, lake. All these things I will be adding on the top of this. Okay, so this is my underlying vector layer. Again, go to layer and new shapefile layer. I add a layer called as playground. The geometric type of the playground should be polygon, right? So I select the polygon and then I will add a name field because of course I want the name of the playground to appear. So I will add the name field. I'm writing name and then I will add to the field list and then click on OK. This is how you go on adding the vector layers. So I have got my playground vector layer. I click on toggle editing, add polygon feature and then you can see the cursor. Now say I want the playground at this position. So I will just start dragging and all. You see a red line appearing. I will just drag to whatever shape I want. So this is not the shape of playground that I want. Okay, this is a perfect shape of my playground and I just want to end up. So while ending, you just right click and you enter the ID and the playground ka name. So ID I am giving 1 and I need to enter the name of my playground.
As Kukkanagar Maidan. Okay. And I'm done. So I click on OK. So एक तो हमने playground add कर लिया layer में. Now I want to add some buildings. So I will just again click on layer. तो ऐसे आप layers पे layers create करते जाओ. देखो मैं एक ही शेप फाइल क्रिएट करके बहुत सारे पॉलीगॉन्स यहाँ पे ऐड कर सकती थी बट फिर क्या होगा ना व्हेनेवर वी डू फॉर्मेटिंग सबका एक ही कलर हो जाएगा बट इट इज़ नॉट एक्चुअली इट शुड बी राइट क्योंकि अगर गार्डन है तो आई वॉन्ट इट इन ग्रीन कलर एंड अगेन से लेक इज़ देयर, तो आई वांट इट इन ब्लू कलर. बट अगर मैं एक ही साथ में सारे पॉलीगॉन्स ऐड अप करते जाऊंगी तो सबका एक ही कलर लेगा, सो आई डोंट वांट दैट. इसके लिए मैं वन बाय वन आई एम गोइंग टू क्रिएट लेयर्स. सो न्यू शेप फाइल. नाउ आई वांट टू ऐड सम बिल्डिंग, so I write building 1. shape is polygon, and I want a field called name. Add to field, and then I click on OK. So building 1 has came. I click on toggle editing, add polygon feature. फिर हम बिल्डिंग को सपोज यहाँ पे बनाते हैं, यहाँ पे क्लिक किया. फिर तो बिल्डिंग कौन सा शेप का है, ऐसे, और थोड़ा फिर ऐसे क्लिक किया. सी हाउ इट इज़ कमिंग, बट आई वांट इट लाइक दिस वे. आई जस्ट स्टॉप हियर एंड आई राइट ID एज 1. आप कोई भी ID दो. बिल्डिंग का नाम से अशोक अपार्टमेंट. ओके, आई क्लिक ऑन ओके. दिस इज़ हाउ द बिल्डिंग इज़. थोड़ा वो ड्रैगिंग करने में प्रॉब्लम हो गया, इसके लिए इट्स शोइंग लाइक दिस वे. सो वी हैव टू बी वेरी केयरफुल वाइल डूइंग द ड्रैगिंग एंड ऑल. बट आई जस्ट स्टॉप. अच्छा, आई हैव गिव द, so you have to be very careful while dragging it. Okay, I will add another layer, create layer, new shapefile. Again, say I want to give it as building 2. You need to be very much careful that what folder you are saving all these things. Okay, so building 2, shape is polygon. I want a name field because I want to enter the name of the building. Add to the field list and click on OK. You see your building 2 has came. I click on toggle editing and then add polygon feature and say I want the building to be here. I click, again I click, and then again it's okay. My building is of triangle shape. I just end up, I give the ID 2 and name as Radha Society. Okay, Radha Society. I click OK. Now again I add a layer, create layer, new shape file. I want to add a lake, so I give as file name lake. Okay, or Talav. I'll give Talav, or a pond, right? Shivaji Talav is there. Geometric shape is polygon. I want a name field to be there. So ऐसे आप बहुत सारे layers add कर सकते हो. आप कोई अपना area का map prefer कर लो और उसके according same to same आप बनाओ, कोई problem नहीं है. Toggle editing पे click किया, add polygon feature किया, यहाँ पे click किया, and then say this is the shape of my pond. I right click, I give the ID 2, 3 and name as Shivaji Talav. Okay, so this is done. I click on OK. Okay, then now what do we want? We have a playground, we have buildings, we have this. We can add one more garden. So I just create a layer, new shape file, and I will just write garden. Okay, the shape is polygon. I want a new field name. So this will be you will be adding on. So we'll add all these things same way. Okay, I don't want this shape. I just close. वो शेप प्रॉपर नहीं आया तो ऐसे आप राइट क्लिक करके क्लोज कर सकते हो. अगेन शेप प्रॉपर नहीं आया है, मैं क्लोज कर देती हूँ. राइट क्लिक करके क्लोज. आई एम नॉट गेटिंग प्रॉपर शेप एज आई वांट. ओके, नॉट ओके. ठीक है, यहाँ पे फिर okay, this much is okay. I just right click and I give the ID as 4. It's children's park. And click OK. So this is done. Now I want roads. This is how the polygon feature is added. So I have added the vector layer polygons. Okay, now I want to add line feature.
So for that, again I create new shapefile layer. I give the name road, but it is already existing, so I will have to change the name. and I will select the geometric type as line and add the name field. Okay, now you can see the toggle editing and line feature there. Now I will just click and drag wherever I want the roads. So this is where I want a road from Talao to playground. I will add the ID and add the name of the road that is there. Okay, so I have just added Talao road and click on OK. Then after that, say again I want a road like this way, a horizontal road from the Talao road to the building. So I'll just click and make a road, and then I add the ID and the name. So it be JM road. Okay, and then again I want a road like this way, so I add it. So you can add the roads and give the ID and their name. So that is what I am going to give. MG road. Then again a road from that position to that, from a building to the JM road. Again I give the ID 4 and the name as Tank Road. I want a road this way towards the garden, making the road and giving the ID and the name. Keep on doing this.
Okay, now what we want to do, we want to add some college, a hospital, some ATM, right? All these shops and all, you can add this. So you have to create a different layers for that. So I create a layer, I write college. I will just consider the point feature now. Name, I of course I want a name for my college, so name, add to field list, I click OK. So you see your college has came. Toggle editing, select the point feature and where you want your college to be. Say my college is at this location, I'll write I want to give the name of the college, so I will give the name as, say for example, Shivaji College. Okay, so you see the college is added. Now I want to add a cake shop. Create new layer, I write cake shop. Geometric type is point, name field, and then I click on add to field list and then click on OK. So where do I want my cake shop to be? I will just click on toggle editing and the point feature, and I want my cake shop to be there. Okay, click and then add the ID and I will just give the name as say Mongenes Cake Shop and then click on OK. So this is done. Again I will add some different layers. So adding a layer, okay, by sorry it has given geo package layer. I'll add a shapefile. Now I say want to add a hospital, so I write hospital and it is a point feature. I will select point feature, add a name field, add to field list, okay. And then now where do I want that hospital to be there? Let the hospital be here. I add ID 3. Hospital name is say Bhatia's Hospital. Click on OK. What else you would like to add? We can add a ATM. So I just write ATM. Shape as point, name होगा ATM का. सब ये देखो, जैसे आपको ऐड करना है आप ऐड करते जा सकते हो. Okay, this ATM is already existing. No, I don't want to. I will write ATM bank. Okay, I click on OK. Toggle editing ये. फिर let the ATM be here. ID 4. Axis Bank ATM डाल देती हूँ. Axis Bank ATM. Click on OK. This is how you go on adding the point features. Okay, ये हो गया all about adding vector layers. So we had seen how we can add the different vector layers. Now we will be seeing how we can format and set the properties. See, this check boxes are there. अगर मैं कोई भी check box को uncheck करती हूँ तो उतना layer disappear हो जाएगा. जैसे अभी मैंने point feature रखा तो point feature ही दिख रहा है, but हम सब रखते हैं so that we get a idea of how things are placed in our map. Okay, Now what we go, I just go to the Bhandup layer and I will set on the properties by right clicking. Okay, Bhandup पे जाके right click करो, properties set करो. Brown color का एरिया दिख रहा है, आप सेलेक्ट कर लो कि आपको कौन सा टाइप का एरिया चाहिए. तो फिलहाल के लिए तो मैं ये डैश्ड zigzag लाइन वाला एरिया सेलेक्ट कर लेती हूँ, हैश. ओके, एंड देन क्लिक ऑन ओके. सो यू सी द एरिया हैज़ चेंज. ऐसे आप बाकी सबका कलर्स चेंज कर सकते हो. प्लेग्राउंड पे गए, राइट क्लिक किया, प्रॉपर्टीज़, प्लेग्राउंड मुझे ब्राउन कलर का चाहिए. ओके, ठीक है. फिर बिल्डिंग 1 पे गए, राइट क्लिक, प्रॉपर्टीज़ पे गए, और फिर यहाँ पे हमने कलर चेंज कर लिया. से आप यहाँ से भी कलर सेलेक्ट कर सकते हो. ओके, आई फील दिस कलर ओके. विद बिल्डिंग 2 आई एम ओके विद द कलर ऑफ बिल्डिंग 2. देन आई गो टू द लेक, right click, properties, I will change the color of the lake to blue color. I can adjust the color, right? You can custom your own color, and then click on OK. That's a good color. And then I go to the garden. It's already in green in color, so I'm okay with it. Then I go to the roads, go to the properties. As you can see, I can select the road ka style. So I select the topo road because it feels good. I select topo road and then I will click on OK. आप रेलवे भी ले सकते हो. रेलवे अगर बनाओगे तो रेलवे ट्रैक यू कैन टेक. सी द टोपो रोड हैज केम up. What do I do is I will select the Bhandup 2 and change the filling of it because it is the slanted lines which are not looking good. I will just make it a light gray color and that will be okay. So yes, this looks very much fine. Now we need to format all our point features as well as roads and all. We will be wanting our names of building, playground to appear. So we can just select the Bhandup 2, click on properties, and आप जब वो symbology filling करते हो तभी आप labels section में भी जा सकते हो. Okay, so here on the left side you will be able to see the labels section where it is showing no labels. Click on single labels. So it will tell you what value you want, whether you want it by ID or you want it by name. So let's keep by name because we want the name to appear. So value by name. You can also do the other formatting as well, but I click on OK and you see at the center is showing me Bhandup map. Same way I will do it for each of my polygon. I go to the labels of playground and then no labels से single label पे click किया और फिर OK. तो आपको दिख रहा है प्लेग्राउंड का नाम आ गया. ऐसे ही आप बाकी सबके लिए भी करिएगा. Now we are all set with the name of our polygons. Now we want the name of our roads. So just right click on roads, go to properties, and then you go to labels, single label, and then after seeing value by name you click on OK. Now you can see the name of the roads that are appearing, correct? Okay, again I go to properties of road and then go to symbology and I go to advanced setting because I want our roads to be merging, they are intersecting, right? So I will select enable symbol levels. I just check box that, check, and then click on OK, and then again click on OK. Where we have to go to advanced setting, there symbol levels, enable symbol levels, and then click on OK. Because of that what will happen, the roads would get merged. You see the merging of road has happened, correct? So that is how the roads can be merged. I go to properties and I want to change the width of my road. The roads are very much thin. You can select कि अगर हाईवेज है तो थोड़ा ब्रॉड बना सकते हो, अदरवाइज आप सिंपल रोड्स है तो स्मॉल विड्थ वाला, ग्रेटर विड्थ वाला. You can adjust all those settings also. So again I am just increasing a width little bit and okay. So little change in my width of the road has happened. हमने पॉलीगॉन फीचर्स का प्रॉपर्टी फॉर्मेटिंग देखा और रोड फीचर का भी देख लिया. अब ये सारे पॉइंट फीचर्स का देख लेते हैं. ओके, so I right click, I go to properties वी वांट सिंबोलॉजी ना, तो यहाँ पे सिंबोलॉजी क्या है, पॉइंट है, बट आई डोंट वांट अ पॉइंट ना, कॉलेज इज देयर, सो आई विल जस्ट क्लिक ऑन सिंपल मार्कर एंड योर सिंबल लेयर टाइप इज कमिंग, सो आई जस्ट क्लिक ऑन दिस एंड सेलेक्ट एसवीजी मार्कर. जब आप एसवीजी मार्कर सेलेक्ट करोगे तो आपको लॉट ऑफ ऑप्शंस दिखेंगे यहाँ पे, सी दिस, right? So college is of education type, whether I'm having education type. Okay, not having. You can check on what will be good for this. For college, say I'll select this okay. ड्रॉ इफेक्ट्स पे चेक कर दो, सेलेक्ट कर लो, ड्रॉ इफेक्ट्स पे चेक कर दो. आपको साइज भी चाहिए रहेगा, सिंबल छोटा आ जाएगा अदरवाइज, तो साइज चाहिए तो मैं यहाँ से विड्थ एंड हाइट उसका इंक्रीज कर लेती हूँ. ओके, और फिर क्लिक कर दो ओके पे. आप देख रहे हो यहाँ पे, हियर यू आर एबल टू सी कॉलेज का सिंबल हैज केम, बट कॉलेज का नेम नहीं आया ना, तो हमको क्या करना है, वी हैव टू गो टू प्रॉपर्टीज एंड देन वी हैव टू गो टू लेबल्स. नो लेबल है, सिंगल लेबल, and I want the name of the college to be शिवाजी कॉलेज has came. Done. ऐसे सारे पॉइंट फीचर्स के साथ आप कर लो. यहाँ पे राइट क्लिक किया, प्रॉपर्टीज पे गए, you went to symbology. I don't want a simple marker. Click on simple marker. Drop down में से SVG marker ले लो. We are selecting a cake shop ना, so I will just increase the height and width of the icon. And then I just scroll down, and I want a cake shop, so I will just go to food. And this symbol I want, I click on that symbol. ड्रॉ इफेक्ट पे क्लिक कर लो, ओके करो. सो यहाँ पे आया है सिंबल, बट उसका नाम नहीं आया, इसके लिए हमको लेबल्स पे जाना था. लेबल्स पे जाते हैं, नो लेबल्स का सिंगल लेबल्स किया, ओके किया, तो नेम आया. सो इट हैज नॉट केम हियर, द नेम हैज नॉट केम. वेट, राइट क्लिक, प्रॉपर्टीज, not able to see the cake shop का name. अच्छा, I had not given the attribute and all क्या. Name is, I had given the name but not came, but let's see. Now it has came Mongenis cake shop. Two cake shops का ले आ गया है यहाँ पे. 2 times it has came. Okay, now here what was this? Hospital was there. Right click, go to properties, again you go with symbology. Simple marker नहीं है, I want SVG marker, and say you can traverse through the symbols. Emergency नहीं, hospital, landmark no, where it is, health में जाओ. You can click this, draw effect and click on OK. So your small mark has came. I need to increase the size. I just forgot to increase the size of that symbol. SVG marker, and then click on OK. Now it has got little big. I want the name of the hospital to appear, so going to labels, single labels, and click on OK. So I got here Bhatia's hospital. Correct, here it is our ATM. I right click, properties, and then symbology, simple marker, यहाँ पे से SVG marker. Let's increase the height and width of our icon. चलो ठीक है इतना. And we'll search for what symbol we can get. It's money ना, money. I can take this one. Draw effects. Okay. You see here, the icon has came. I want the name, so I want to go with labels now. So Axis Bank ATM. So this is how I have created the map. You have worked with all the vector data, line data, point data, and polygon data. Okay, and you have also seen how we can set the properties and do the formatting. So this was part 1A, 1B, 1C of your practical 1. Now we will be seeing 1D practical. Okay, I will just save this project. one ABC GIS, save, and I'm done with this. Okay. Now we will do fourth part of our practical one, that is calculating line lengths and statistics. So I have created a new project for that. What do? I will go to layers, then I will click on add layer for that and add a vector layer. I click on add a vector layer. So you see, this is the data source manager that has opened, and I need to give the vector data set for that. Here we will require two data set for this practicals. One is the IND Rails dataset, and the another one is administrative map we will have to give it. So vector dataset, here's file vector dataset, and I browse for my vector dataset. I have them at my downloads folder, and I will just go to IND RRD, and I will include this IND rail_rails.shp. This datasets you can search on net. I click it and click on open. So once this IND rails.shapefile has been entered, I just click on add, because I am adding that vector layer. You see here the layer is added. Now I want to another administrative map ke liye I want another data set. So I will just go to the folder. This is my folder, IND admin 0, and I am going to add this shapefile IND admin 0.shp. I click on it, I say open, and then I add. So you see, this is the layer that has came, and I just close it. As you see, this is our India map that has came, but I will change its property. I only want the outline of this, because जो rails वाला था, जैसे ये rails वाला जो था ये पूरा छुप गया इसके पीछे. इसके लिए I will just change the property of this by clicking on properties and then symbology, and I will just select the outline. I will select the outline as this one and click on OK. So you see, only the outline has came. So this is the Rails map. So now what we can do, so what is to be done next? I go on IND Rails, right click, and then select open attribute table. I click on open attribute table. So it is going to give me the data. It is going to give me the data. Okay. So here some IDs there, railroad, operational, single, some data has came. Okay. Now we want to do what? We want to calculate the line length. Okay. So what we will do, you see here as, and here as you see, I will just select geometry, because it is going to give me the length and the area. Okay. What changes you need to do? I'll just close this. I will go to open field calculator. I will write the field name as track length. Track length. Okay, I'm not able to do that. ठीक है, track length लिखा. Output में आप decimal select कर लो. Length 10 रखो. Precision को 2 कर दो. फिर यहाँ पे से geometric type आप geometry ले लो, क्योंकि यहाँ से length and area आप calculate कर सकते हो. Now you need to write the expression, because we are calculating length, so we will be writing an expression as $length divide by 1000. Okay, so divide by 1000, and then I click on OK. I click on OK. Now can you see a field added, track length, which I added it recently, right? So this is the track length that we have got. So it is in kilometers. Okay. Now I will close this. I again go to this IND Rails, and I will just click on the vector, and vectors mein I go to analysis tools. You see, IND Rails vectors analysis tools mein you come to what? Basic statistics for fields. Click on that. Once I click on it, this is what is shown, right? So on what basis I want to calculate the statistic? It is based on the track length. So on the basis of track length, I want to calculate it, and I just want to save it to a temporary file. If you have any specialized special file for getting the output onto it, you can do that, but it's okay for me. I'll just save it to temporary file. Okay, and then you can click on run. See, this is the file where the statistic have been done, and it is also showing here. Okay, you can see these results. Basic statistics for the field name, track length, the location of the file, and the output. Calculated the statistics as well. We have got the minimum value, maximum, range, sum, mean, while, median, standard deviation.
So this is how the part D of our practical one is done. That is calculating the line length and the statistic. Hope you would have understood it. And if so, please click on the like button. Do share it with your friends so that they also can perform it. If you are facing difficulty with any of the practical, do let me know in the comment section. If you haven't subscribed the channel, then just click the subscribe button for more such videos. Till then, take care. Bye. See you.